Nie ma znaczenia, czy chcę, czy nie chcę ja to przyciągnąć.
It does not matter whether I want it or not. I simply do not have an option to buy a return ticket. I may no longer want to, I may not have the ability, I may simply be dead, but this matter will not leave me. No one in the government will say, oh, Stryzhak does not want to work anymore, so let him live there. Go dig potatoes or pick cherries. I will not vanish. These criminal cases focus on me being an enemy, a criminal.
Mam na imię Andrei Stryzhak, mam 39 lat.
My name is Andrei Stryzhak. I am 39 years old. I have been living in Vilnius for 4 years now, because if I stayed in Belarus, I would be imprisoned. What do? I have been involved in non-governmental organizations for almost 24 years. I was busy in different areas, including independent trade unions and issues related to the conflict in Donbass. I was also a researcher of military crimes. Now I work in the organization called Belarus Solidarity Foundation BYSOL. It is one of the largest organizations in Belarus that provides assistance and support to political prisoners and victims of political repressions. It is the reason for me to be recognized as a criminal in Belarus. At the moment, I am subject to liability according to approximately 8 criminal articles. One of them is for funding the war. I am a bit of a lord of war. You can be imprisoned for many things in Belarus today. It is unbelievable to a Westerner, for instance, for someone wearing a jacket or socks that are white with a red ribbon, because it can be considered a manifestation. Some of the people who are released from prison are banned on crossing the border. We, as BYSOL, are involved because we have the know-how. We know how to move people from areas where they are in danger to the European Union, for instance. Evacuation is one of the most interesting things BYSOL is involved in. Within 2.5 years, we managed to successfully process more than 1,100 cases. Each case may involve more than one person. Sometimes people travel with their entire families. Every week, about 10 people approach us and ask to evacuate, and we do 2 to 4 evacuations. For me, this is one of the most important directions of our activity, because it is impossible to calculate the price of a human life spent in prison. For us, it is also more of a technical matter. We understand that we are neither gods nor wizards. We are simply specialists who understand that there is a certain percentage of efficiency here and other percentages elsewhere. Here, you have to take certain risks and others elsewhere. We simply choose the method that has the highest percentage of effectiveness, but it is never 100%. Certainly, psychological help is provided too. This is cyclic help for families and children of political prisoners. Support is provided for a person after getting out. Medical support, because they lose their teeth, hair, they experience vision, stomach, endocrinology problems. All of this makes a person unable to function normally. In my case, it was preventive. I had left on the 4th of July, slightly over a month before it all started. At that time in Belarus, there was a lot of activity aimed at helping doctors, at acting against COVID. I was one of the co-founders of the movement called Buy COVID. Lukashenko denied the existence of COVID, but if you deny the existence of a problem that kills people, it will not stop killing. Over time, There was a lot of information about the fact that my name was mentioned neither in the offices nor in the context in which it was needed. I made the decision to leave the country for maybe a month. I survived COVID myself. It destroyed 20% of my lungs, and I was not in the best physical shape. I just wanted to leave for a month to relax, but this month has been continuing for 4 years. And here we are.
Tam zostali moje ludzie, bliskie dla mnie.
People close to me, my parents, remain there. The entire country, which is my native country, remained there. I cannot return to where the source of my strength was. It probably will not be back. Of course, here is a new country, a new life for me, which I have to build practically from scratch. Why Lithuania? Because it is very close, because it is mentally close, because it has similar cuisine, culture, nature, weather. I am very grateful for Lithuania for the support it provides to Belarusians. We have become such modern nomads. We are neither at our own home, nor are we locals here. It has always been a tragedy for me, which I have worked with as a human rights defender. Now, I am a victim myself. For me, it is a slightly different dimension.
Jak ja splю, no to już dawno tak wygląda, że
How do I sleep? It has been like this for a long time. I always sleep well, both during war and in prison, because my body understands that if I am not stable, the whole situation may be unstable. So, there are minimum emotions involved. But obviously, there are situations when my colleagues and I sit, process a story, and think that Hollywood would relax in such cases.
Sporo rzeczy, które mogli mnie destabilizować się po prostu.
I simply rejected, disassociated from a lot of things that could destabilize me. I do not allow myself to recall things too often, to think about the fact that now potatoes are probably being dug in Belarus, and when we do, we organize some kind of party. We all get together, talk, sing. You try not to remember such things. Of course, you cross out a part of your life, your authenticity, in order to be stable. I do this not only for others, but also for myself, because I want to live in a different society, the one that will be more legitimate, more open, more tolerant, so that I could simply die peacefully and know that my children will not experience the same situation as myself, that they will not be treated as criminals, as enemies of the society, of the state. Obviously, I may simply not have enough time to live in a normal Belarus, but I am neither the first nor the last. There is a threat from agents. I have some special security rules that I follow, but I cannot say that it is life-changing, that I sit in a bunker, that my bodyguards are standing outside the door now. I live a more or less normal life.
Тут jest najgłówniejsze słowo wierzę.
The important words in this context are I believe. Faith does not need empirical evidence. It either exists or not. If the question is posed like this, then of course I believe. However, if one asked whether there are any actual preconditions that would lead to efficient changes in Belarus, I would be more pessimistic.
Jeżeli społeczeństwo białoruskie będzie...
If Belarusian society is oriented towards humanistic ideals, if it values every person, thinks that a person is the most important, we then have a chance. But we can already see that if only one country thinks this way, nothing will change. The question is, what will happen next?
Oczywiście, jak tylko będzie możliwość...
In my thoughts, I am still in Belarus. Certainly, as soon as there is an opportunity to return to Belarus, I will return and work there. I am not sure if I build my own house there, because I do not know if I have enough time to build my own life there. But the fact that I will work for the benefit of Belarus, that I will be physically in Belarus for some time, is for sure. Nobody knows whether it will be permanent or whether I will spend my last years there.
Ja po prostu przyjąłem tą rolę dla siebie i rozumiem,
I simply accepted this role for myself, and I understand that there will be no other. It will not be different during this period of my life. But I have a plan for 60 plus. I do. If I live to see it, if everything is implemented in the next 20 years, I know what and how I will do it.
To wiem gdzie, jak i co ja będę robił w 60+, jak to się złoży.